Hi there, I'm Jackie Thomas Teague from Bloom Property Management, and I was recently complimented with, I don't know how you do it. You do so much, so much more than most people. And I think that's a really funny comment because I don't feel like I do as much as I could. I certainly spend plenty of time doom scrolling and playing Candy Crush and other time wasters like that. So yeah, I could be doing a lot more, but that's my guilty secret out there in the open now. But the reality is, yeah, I do a fair bit. So I've been retrofitting my properties, and I've set up another business, and currently I'm involved with 4 different businesses. And that seems like, oh wow, but no, they're not full time. They're diverse, and they are part time, and I like it that way. It is nice to have that diversity in my life. But and I'm a parent, and so I've got a young kid. He's not yet in school, but he certainly keeps me on my toes, and I love that. But there's some things that I think is really important as a modern human, is that I want my child to see the work I do. So I have home-based businesses these days. I didn't used to. I used to think it would be impossible to do work from home because I'm easily distractible. But actually, I'm really loving that. And I think since I've had a child, I'm much more efficient with what I do. When I get time to work, I am working. So, there's not sitting around having gossips and coffee with anyone else. And I want my child to see that, in working from home, that he's seeing the work ethic I have, that when I'm working, I am working. And he's also involved in that as much as he can. So some of my businesses are much more child-friendly than others, and where possible, he is on site to do that. So when we're doing renovations, for instance, he is seeing us do those renovations, and sometimes he's helping out and wanting to paint, which is both makes me very proud and quite terrified. But he's very careful. But yeah, it comes with close supervision, so it's not necessarily improving my efficiency. And sometimes he's just playing with his toys or watching an iPad or something like that, which, we do use the iPad babysitter. I'm not perfect. But he is seeing that work ethic that goes into that, and I'm not afraid to say to him, look, we're doing this because it's making the property nice, and it's going to be someone's home, and they're going to live in it, and so we need to have respect for others by providing them with nice things. And also, one day after I'm dead, all this will be yours. So you might want to bear that in mind when you're thinking, I just want to go to the park. So we are upfront about it with him. So we're already, in his mind, we are building this expectation that this is a business that he will be involved with going forward. And I think that's really important for him. He's not going to be surprised when he inherits whatever he does. He's going to have a very good idea about how it runs. We're teaching him planning and goal setting and achievement of those goals by showing what we do and how we go about it. So, a little while ago I put in a swimming pool for him, and I wanted it to be a natural filtration swimming pool. And this isn't a flash swimming pool, it's a several $100 standard, pop it up standalone kind of thing. But I was talking him through my plan for the swimming pool of how we were going to heat it and filter the water using a natural filtration system of my own devising. And to this day, he draws plans that have, and the water goes here, and then it goes there, and then it goes back into here, and and it's really important that he sees that process and learns from it. So he sees that we're making the world a better place by what we're doing in it. So I talk to him about the sustainability aspects of the things that we do, but also things like, why we choose this color paint and all that kind of stuff. There is no detail that is not worth talking about and explaining. He also gets to play with power tools and other cool stuff. Now, he is a preschooler, absolutely. He doesn't do these things without supervision, but this kid knows how to handle a hammer, and he can work a drill, no problem. So he understands about the safety around circular saws. Don't call child protection yet. This is all done with very, very close supervision. I do not want him to lose any fingers. But he is going to have this awareness that he is capable and able to do this stuff and have a good understanding of it. And even if he is never going to pick up those tools in the future, he is going to know that what the job involves, and hopefully pay a fair price to get someone else to do it for him if that's what he wants to do. And hopefully we're also teaching him the importance of not stressing about things, instead take control and have that power to change. So instead of worrying about something, take action towards a solution for that thing, because the problems are often not as big as you think. And also hopefully we're teaching him to value his inheritance. One day all this will be his, and all this, the planet, is for our kids to inherit. Let's make sure we leave it for them better than we found it. So that's my thoughts on why my kid's involved with my businesses and my investment properties. Please share in the comments your thoughts on how you involve your children to make the world a better place too.